Alrighty then. Okay. So, we know the drill by now. 30-minute chess. I'm going to talk through every move I make and everything I think. And we're going to see if we can manage to get ourselves some Elo today. So, let's get right into it. And see what pieces we're playing with today. We're the black pieces. And it's... what's this? King's Fianchetto opening. That's what it's called. I'm just going to get 2 pawns in the center. I can't say I'm too knowledgeable about this opening. I'm going to take that knight. He's just let me have a knight. Okay. Okay, Google. I don't know if that's part of this, but I don't mind that. Okay, so if I push, he's got a bastion, so that's fine. He can. Is there any point in me doing that? No. Let me just get some development going. Let's protect this pawn. I'm confused by this opening. I don't know if he just didn't think about it. Maybe so. Maybe it's this, he gets another bit of pressure on there. I'm going to bring my knight out to E7 with the idea of bringing it around here and protecting this pawn again. Well, I really need to. Okay. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the bishop out to F5. He's playing very quick. He's playing very quick, and we've got a long time to play. So I'm going to slow down and take my time with it. I'm thinking about castling queenside and just launching these pawns at his king side. That's where I'm at currently. Now let's think about this here. So I play, he take. I play, he takes. I take. And his knight's pinned, basically. But then how am I protecting it? I can just... Yeah, okay. I like the idea of that. I like the idea of that. Because he doesn't want to lose this bishop. Okay, so he's just attacking this straight off. So, let's see. If I take, he takes. I take again. He takes. Or, if I take, he takes, I take. He takes this somehow. It's just a big trade, which I'm honestly okay with. Do I want to let him have this white bishop and not have one myself is the question. Not particularly. But I do like the idea of opening things up while I've got an advantage. But it's opening it up, and he'll have the bishop. He'll have the 2 bishops. Let's save our bishop. Let's save our bishop. Probably shouldn't have gone there because he can kick it away now, which I suppose could be annoying. Do I have a sack of some kind? Sack, takes. No, not really. Not really. So, from what I'm seeing, this move was a mistake. It's just giving him time to recuperate. I was on the offensive, and it's sort of giving him a second to breathe. Maybe I could have played the aggressive chess and just opened things up. I think if he does play this, I'm just gonna... Okay, no, he's played this. So takes. Yeah, I just want to open up the... I just made some weaknesses, some dark squared weaknesses in the king side, which I'm a fan of. Okay, so let's drop back. Let's drop back to e6. It's protected, obviously, so I don't really care about that. Do I maybe want to fianchetto over this side? No, because that stops that entirely. So I'm going to bring my queen here to line up on h3 and just try and force off a trade between these two bishops. If I can force off this bishop, his white square, he doesn't have a white square bishop to help defend, which is the whole point of the fianchetto, and he's got these dark squared weaknesses. So if I can trade off the bishops, then we're happy. Especially if I can trade this one off for a knight, I'd be very happy. I'm looking at queenside castle in here. Get my rook and my queen lined up. Get my king away, and I can start launching these pawns. Okay. So I castle, and he pushes again. Do I just trade off these? Do I just trade them off now? Let me castle first. Because then if he pushes, I'll just take it with my queen. And then I can take that with my rook and we're good. And we're good. We're in a good spot here. Up a piece. Piece for a pawn. So, not too shabby. Depending on what he does next. We're going to get this bishop traded off. Then he's got my queen in where he doesn't really want it, making problems for him. Let's see. I think it is about time we just start attacking the king here. Ooh, chance to trade off some things. So if I play my knight here... Yes, okay. So knight to g6 means if he takes this, that means my rook's getting opened up over here. If he takes this, my rook's just taking that. Yeah. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. And if he doesn't want to trade that, I'm just going to trade that and ruin his kingside even more. Just going to make a mess of his kingside. This is also, his bishop is currently undefended. So I would not mind just chomping that for free. That would be nice. But obviously I can't leave this unattended. I have to take this first because otherwise he's just getting my rook. And we don't want that now, do we? We do not. One does not want that. I am paying attention to this because I don't want to get forked. But I can take, and I'm relatively safe. And look at his pawn structure. My pawn structure, nice. 2 islands, perfectly structured. And his are a mess. 3 islands, couple double pawns. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. Let's see what he gets up to here. So he does take the knight. So like I said, we're going to open up this rook over here. He's got his rook. He's forgotten about his bishop. He's just forgotten about his bishop entirely. Not sure what his plan is there, but I will be taking that. Now I've got a whole bunch of things pointed over at his king side. I'm 2 pieces up. I'm thinking about even sacking my knight maybe. Takes, and then just forcing to trade off the queens. But maybe we should do it. Maybe we should just keep our knight, just in case. See if we can get him to force these off. I assume if I play bishop to h3, he's just going to tuck it away. Which then I'm okay with leaving my bishop here, and it just, again, makes more issues for the king. And I don't even need to protect it with the queen, because my rook's protecting it now. This is a horrible position for white. Horrible position for white. And like I said, remember, I was happy to get this dark squared bishop, because he's made these dark square weaknesses for his king. Especially if I start attacking these nasty center pawns here, we can make something of it. But everything's nice and protected. Except for my bishop, which I can just pull back, and we're doing okay. So happy days, really happy days. Might as well yap for a bit while I'm waiting for him to come up with a move. Oh, dearie me. I'm really enjoying chess. I really want to actually get good at it. It's such a long road, though, to get good at chess. It's so much work, so much theory and stuff, and so much. There's so many tactics that, like, whenever I watch like top chess players or good chess players, there's just so many tactics that they have loaded in the back of their mind already. Like, they see it so far off, they go, "Oh, yep, that's the your mother's dead gambit," and they just and everything's gone. Um, and I'd like to have a lot more of those locked away. Like, I can notice it myself. Like, there's more stuff that I see nowadays where I'm like, okay, I can see that this is coming up, and I can play it on beginners. But there's a whole other level to it. And also, I was listening to Hikaru talk about Magnus playing against somebody with like 2,500 elo. And he was like, he's playing 2,005. He was like, do you think Magnus is going to lose someone with 2,500 elo? And he's saying it like somebody with 2,005 elo is an absolute fucking idiot. He was saying it like they're basically mouth breathing children. And I was like, wow. Like, imagine being so good at chess that people with 2,500 elo are nothing to you. People with 2,500 elo will wipe the floor with me. I would love to have that. Okay. Just move this bishop. What do I want from that? Do I just play this anyway? Make him move his bishop again. He could trade it off if he wants. But then my queen's coming in and we're threatening some serious issues. Let's see, bishop here, and he moves here. Don't really care. Here. Don't really care. Here. He'd be attacking this, but it's protected. Here. I suppose there's a pin on the knight, but I could kick it away. So we're going to go with this. And if he takes, we're bringing our queen in. And then we're giving him all sorts of issues. Okay, so he's moved it here. Like I said, we don't particularly care if he does that. So maybe we just... Maybe we just bring our bishop back, maybe? Because he's probably getting attacked next turn with his rook here. Maybe we get our queen in a better spot. No, we're in a pretty... sort of okay. What do I want from this? Like, I could start doubling up my rooks over here, creating some pressure. Could drag this rook over to give myself... Maybe I could even drag this rook over to give myself some spot of it. Because this doesn't need... This can't be kicked away now. Unless the bishop goes back and I just trade. think I'm going to do that. I'm going to drag the rook over. And then on rook to b3, we just drag the bishop back, I guess. Do we want it here or here? Okay, so the queen's aiming for some sort of shenanigans over here, I guess. I don't know. Or no, he's gonna do this to try and pull my bishop into trouble. Yeah, I'll pull this bishop back. Or maybe, oh, I tell you what. Why don't I just bring my queen over? Try force a queen trade. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and force a queen trade here. Because if I can get queens off the board, it's just a much better position for me. He doesn't want it, but I can now invade with my queen. Let's think. I'll go in here. I'll go here, and he can't even go there because I'll just take it. Cool. Is there anything unprotected? This will be, but I don't really care. Okay, let's do it. Get in his back line. No, we are just 2 whole pieces up. Bishop, rook, 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 rook. Queen, queen. So we are... Ooh. I forgot about that. Does that mean anything to me? If I just take it. Then what? If I take, check. It does give me issues, to be fair. So let's think here. Do I sack a rook, maybe? Takes. Can't take... Well, he can take, and I take his queen. His bishop takes. I take, he's in check, moves here. Okay, so what I'm thinking, takes, 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 king to f2. My rook is here. Takes. Right, let's think, because I've just got rid of all the arrows by accident. So takes. Or do I just take here? And then on takes what? And then on takes, I'll just take his rook. Okay. Takes, check. Takes. I like this. I think I like this. There was a couple of moves, like there's a bunch of the things I could see coming out fairly well for me. Cool. Now, check. Yeah, that has to come here, and that's. Then needs check again. Comes here. Okay. Check. Because we still are attacking his rook right now. His queen is attacking my knight, but if I take this, then I'm protecting it. So this is check again, and he's resigned. Never mind. Let's get a game review in here, and let's see what the game thinks of my game. Ooh, okay. I played at 88% accuracy. My opening was 91%, and my middle game was 86.7%. I played at a 1750 was my rating. He played at 1200. See, again, this is an opening that I have no idea about. So I'm glad that I played a decent. Get into this book. This was the best move. It was the best move to kick the knight. And then he just completely forgot. He just let me take his knight. I forgot that he let me do that. I could have kicked the knight. Intriguing. So if I kick the knight here, and he does go here, what's my play after that? Oh, it's just develop, but it's just annoying. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Okay, I could have gone a bit forward. Yeah, it wants the knight over here, like I planned. So that was a mistake. It's not a mistake, but there's something better for you. Could have supported. Okay. Okay, this wasn't a mistake. I thought that this was a mistake. But on this, then what? Then I just move back and we're fine. Okay, it's just making a weakness. Okay. This is good for me. Making more weaknesses. Could have kicked his knight. Oh, his knight was trapped. His knight was trapped. If I'd have played here, his knight was trapped. These are the only two squares he could have gone to. Ooh, I didn't see that. Didn't see the knight trap. No wonder he took it then, because his knight was trapped anyway. Yeah, got the free bishop. Off at the trade. Oh, see, the game agreed with me. A knight sack would have been worth it. And then, yeah, it just wants me to trade it off, yeah. Gets in with the queen. Yeah. See, I didn't. This was dangerous actually, because I didn't even pay attention to the fact that there was this potential battery lining up. I completely forgot about this rook here. The rook up was the best move. I was finding good moves. So what I was going to play after... no, that's not what I was going to play. Silly. What I was going to play was here. Yeah. Okay, another check. The rook's coming into the... Everything's coming into the game here. That's a free queen. That's a free rook. Everything just starts falling apart from here. And the game is over. Fantastic. Yeah, I had him by the scrotum there at the end. So we've had a good game there, actually. So wonderful. Beautiful. That's another good game. Won. Hope you enjoyed. Hope it was instructive. Hope you learned some things. And I certainly did. I'm playing some decent chess at the moment. So I hope I can keep this up and get my rating a bit higher a bit more on the upside, shall we? And see how it goes. We're with the black pieces. We a lot in this series. We're with the black pieces. Got a queen's pawn opening. When it comes to queen's pawns, I just like to mirror them. I don't know many of the lines. That's interesting to me. We're just going to get a knight out. We're going to break open the center here, because he's playing some weird side moves. That I'm not too sure about. I think we're just going to protect our knight here. This is a strange game from the start. Let's see here. I think, okay, we're going to bring our knight round and try and give the bishop some issues this way. Very, very strange start. I'm not familiar with this at all. I'm just, there's no lines here. I'm just playing chess. Okay, so he takes. And do we want to come over this side, or do we want to come over here and protect this way? I'm going to come over this side purely for the fact that there's a pawn missing on this side, which hopefully should give my knight some more freedom to hop around. Not that it matters right now, but the idea is that it would give it more freedom to hop around a little bit. So this guy just does not like knights, it seems. He really doesn't. Interesting. Interesting. So he wants to play with the knights. Does this do anything for him? Let's think about this, because knights are tricky. I go here, he's going to take the bishop, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with him taking the bishop, to be honest, because then this gets my rook open. Gets my rook open, I'm going to slide straight for this pawn up here. This is a strange start to a game. Very strange start to a game. He's got a check here, which I guess is kind of annoying. Just play up. This is a strange game of chess. I'm gonna castle, get this rook active, get this rook active. Now we've got gonna challenge this pawn. Queen can come in here. Okay, I'm just taking. If I go up, takes. Don't want to do that. Okay. Do I just want to get my rook in aggressive already? He's just going to trade it off, isn't he? He's going to... This guy's strange. Do I want to come back, maybe? And slide my pawns up? Try and attack the center that way? Maybe I'm going to develop my queen so that my rooks are connected. Or do I want to go here and cut off the knight squares? Yeah, I like that better. I come here. This then connects the rooks. I've just left this unprotected. That's why I was going to go here. That would have been smarter. Silly. And it loses my bishop. Shit! Him playing this strange opening has just sent my brain off sideways. Okay, now how do we make something of this? Yeah, that was a big mistake. He's coming in for this pawn next. Big mistake. That was very silly. Very silly. Didn't ask what my queen was doing. I knew there was a reason I wanted to go here. Came here because I was thinking too much about the knight. And I liked the idea of lining up over here. Okay, so he wants to come down here. Check. He's going to have something tricky there, isn't he? I'll just give myself an escape square. I give myself an escape square. I would like him to play it. Oh, he can't anyway, because I'll just take it. Okay. So he's literally just up a piece and two pawns right now. This isn't the best position. This is not the best position. However, if I slide my queen across here, that knight is hanging. I'm assuming he's going to come here and try and attack this pawn. He may be smart and see it, to be fair. But just causing issues for the enemy, cause issues for your opponent, and see if they... And he forks my pieces. If I play rook... Okay, if I take and sack, does that help? No. Take. He takes. Let's check. I think this is my only chance here. If I can figure out how to play it correctly. So he kind of has to take this, otherwise this is checkmate. But if he doesn't, what else can he do? This is check. This is check. If he goes here, that's checkmate. How do I do this? Check. Here. Check. Side steps. Check. Side steps. This pawn is a savior right now, and I can't let that move. This is good. It needs to be check all the time. And I can't make that happen, can I? How can I do this? I think the best I can get out here is a draw. And I honestly, I'll take a draw. Yeah! We saved it. We saved it. God, that blunder really cost us there. Let's get a game review in here. That's how you save Elo. Woo! 1300 I played at. Questionable accuracy in the opening. 70% accuracy in the opening. Motor game 77.7. Let's start this review. Book move. Strange. What did he want? He wanted me to attack. Ah, okay. Makes sense. That's how I should attack that. Good to know. Correct to do that. Just jump it back. Okay. Should have kicked the knight. I'm just playing bad chess here. It's just bad chess after bad. Just bad chess. And there you go. There's the big blunder. Should have got the king out of the way. Makes sense. Okay, if he then plays here. That still doesn't... Oh, it does stop me. It does stop me because then now his queen can take it. Wow. Wow, yeah. I'm just making him draw. Well, some pretty shitty chess, but pretty instructive that even with being a piece and a queen down, you can save face, you can save some elo, and come out of it okay. We've managed to get a draw there, which I think is a miracle. I'm happy with that, actually. I'm not happy with the game as a whole, but I'm happy with the fact that I've managed to force a draw. So, yeah, fantastic. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself, and hasta pronto, amigos.